Welcome to the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son, a proud supporter of Moody Blue Devil football. I'm your host, David Simpson. Coach, congratulations on win number 8-2 on the season.
Thank you.
And you got a part of that region championship.
Yep, it was good. We played really well, I think, on all three phases. I was really proud of the guys, especially the way we responded after the disappointing outcome of the week before. But kids, they showed up. We had a great week of practice, and we played really hard on Friday and executed and did some really good things.
Let's kind of go into the game a little bit. First quarter, they deferred, kickoff to us. You have a good drive going, kind of stalls. Caleb pins them deep, and then your defense really set the tone early in the game.
Yeah, we played field position there. I think that might have been the first time I've punted on the plus side of the 50 in 2 years, but I felt really good about our defense and our defensive game plan, and knew that, field position, we call it hidden yardage with punts this year. We've been plus, hundreds of yards in terms of our punt team versus their punt team every week, so I was really proud of that. And defense got to stop. We ended up starting that next drive on like about the 30, 35, and was able to punch it in. So
you had a key fourth down play, I believe, on that drive, and then CJ hooked up with KD to get the touchdown.
Yep.
The PAT failed, kicked right back to them, and then on their drive, the big play everybody's talking about, I believe Chase had a big pick six. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Oh, it was a phenomenal play. I mean, they rolled out to our left, their right, and it was just a throwback. It was covered. Caleb did a great job, took the guy out. That's something Leeds had ran on us, and we did not cover it, so we covered it, and Chase just made a really good play. One hand pick six, Sports Center type play, and it was awesome. And it was definitely a momentum swing right there. It went 14-0. I think so. We went for two. We did. So got it to 14-0. Kind of like took the momentum, and I don't think we kind of ever gave it back.
The interception, your reaction to it was priceless. I love that in a coach. I don't know. He was in leading the votes for the, I think, national play of the week. That I haven't seen the results on that. Do you know if it?
I haven't. I have not seen that.
I haven't seen it either. So hopefully we can find something out on that. You get the ball back. It's up. Well, I think we're up 13-0.
13. Okay.
Second quarter, you have the ball in your fourth down, and you run a successful fake punt. Kind of explain the fake punt.
Well, so all week, we had talked about. We told Caleb that we felt like the left side was open in terms of just catch it, don't tell anybody, and just do it. So, like, he made a football play, and he made that call. That was on him to see it and go. So he's looking at me for, like, clarification, and I'm looking at him like, wide-eyed, and just kind of I'm giving him the signal for what a punt is.
Yeah.
And he keeps looking at me, shaking me off like a pitcher, shaking off a pitch. So finally, we're locked in, eye contact, and I just give him this weird, like, this means nothing. It doesn't mean do it. Like that, we have a completely different signal, and I just kind of point at him, and he made that decision and made a football play right there, and it was a huge
momentum swing.
It was absolutely there. He saw it, and that goes back to film study, practice, and just taking what we do in practice in the meeting room and applying it on Friday night. So really proud of the play. I did not see it in terms of what he was seeing. I thought they had two over there, but he did. He made the right call, and
it was a great call.
Yep.
So then CJ hooks up with Aiden on a huge pass. He breaks the tackle, takes it down inside the red zone. Next play, CJ shows his running skills and gets in there. We go for two. Blaine makes the 2 point. We're up 21-0. It's like Southside shell shock. It looked like. I mean, you were in control of that ball game.
Yeah, it felt good. That's a really good football team. Yep. Same football team that beat the team that beat us a couple weeks before by 10. So we came out, we started fast, and just really proud of the overall execution. Like I said, special teams, offense, defense, and when you get up on top, it's tough probably against any good football team to come back from 21. So, but they kept fighting. Kudos to them. They kept fighting, and they played hard to the end. But I was really proud of the way we were able to kind of finish that game.
So they get the ball in the second quarter, and they drive down. They score, cut it to 14. Well, they take the opening kickoff, and that was the longest drive. I mean,
10 minutes.
we had a interception called back due to offset penalties, but it was right at a 10-minute drive. I think it was 9 minutes and 53 seconds to be exact. So they cut the lead to 7, but you answered right back. I mean, your offense responded well and got another touchdown on the board.
Yeah, that first drive they scored it. We fell down on a 4th and 10, and if we don't fall down, we probably either pick it or at least break it up. So that stuff happens. But defense, man, they played so hard. And then that 10-minute drive, there was 4 third-down conversions and 1 or 2 fourth-down conversions. It was a 19-play drive, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And brutal on the defense, but man, they made them keep spotting the ball, made them keep running the play, and finally they got in. But our offense, man, they answered the bell, would go right back down the field and score, and then there's really up 14, starting the 4th. There's not much time left for them to do anything.
Well, I think Blaine ended up taking a 35-yard run, kind of separates herself there to get the win. It's a big win for Moody to claim part of the championship. One thing I want to talk to you about, their running back, Mason Teague. He was averaging almost 200 yards a game. You held him to 72 yards for that game.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that a little bit?
Oh, he's a stud. Great running back. Good vision, good cuts, and he's physical. Strong. And the O-line's big, and they get movement, man. Like our front and our box, they showed up, and they were physical. And it was a nasty physical game. And our guys responded and got up and made plays. And, to keep him under – 100 under 150, is a win for most teams, and we were able to contain them for the most part. Was definitely key in us getting that win.
It was a big win. Your senior class. Talk about your senior class for a little bit.
Yeah, so there's 21 of them, which is awesome. I think that's kind of where we'll be from here on out in terms of numbers. But they're special. When I met them, they were sophomores. Met them in December, right at the end of their first semester of their sophomore year. So I haven't seen them grow all the way up, but I've seen them grow a lot, and they're really special to me. That was a class that, the senior class last year was smaller, had some really good football players, but this class, I knew was going to be special. I knew as they all played as sophomores, a lot of them as freshmen. They've been playing a long time around here, lots of starts under their belts. But what they've done for me more than just wins and losses, they've helped me establish this culture that's going to go on for a long time. And they do a lot of things that I asked them that's not easy, living to the standard and in all aspects of our life. And I appreciate them, more than they know about, for helping me get that done.
Well, congratulations to them. Congratulations to you on the big win. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about Scottsboro and the first round of the state playoffs. You're watching the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by WC Wright & Son.
With our summer smoothies and poolside quesadilla.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back to the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by WC Wright & Son. Joining me now is senior defensive player Gavin Baker and offensive wide receiver, senior number 6, Aiden Robinson. Guys, thank you for being here today.
Yes, sir. Of course.
Gavin, you got a big game coming up. Well, you had a big game Friday night against Southside. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yes, sir. We just, did our thing on defense side of the ball. We had great field position from our punting team and from the offense. They just kept doing their thing. So we just played really well defense all around.
How tough was it to bring down that running back, Mason Teague?
Oh, he's a hard runner. He's strong, physical. He's a good running back.
So I noticed you played down a lot on defensive end. Was that the design to kind of stop their explosive offense?
A little bit. We're just trying some new things out. Yes, sir.
So what about this Friday night? You're on the road, first round of the state playoff. It's a 5-game season now. Game 1 is always important. Can you talk about Scottsboro a little bit?
Yeah, Scottsboro, they run the triple option. You know, they're a good team. So, I mean, it's just about us. We got to focus on the next game.
You feeling healthy? You feeling
Yes, sir.
good?
Feeling great.
Good week of practice?
Yes, sir.
So now I'm going to ask you a couple of off-topic questions. So who's your favorite professional athlete?
Probably Nick Bosa.
Okay. Favorite professional team?
Probably 49ers.
49ers, that's a good one. In school, what's your favorite subject? Don't say PE.
Probably science.
Science?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that's good. Do you have a favorite TV show?
I don't watch too much TV.
None of y'all do. What about a favorite movie?
Probably Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay, that's a good one. Favorite food to eat?
Probably pizza.
Pizza. Well, you can't go wrong there.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on. I know it's your senior year. Congratulations on having a part of the region championship.
Yes,
That's
sir.
huge in 5A ball. We are looking forward to a good game Friday night for you. Aiden Robinson, Mr. Reliable. I don't know if you know, that's what we call you on the radio broadcast.
Yes, sir.
411. So, big game against Southside. Huge pass, catch and throw and pass from Charlie to you. You broke a tackle. Kind of talk about the Southside game a little bit.
You know, going into the week, we're just focusing on ourselves, just trying to be better because, you know, at the beginning of the season, we started off kind of slow, so we're just trying to get better every week and just develop chemistry and stuff like that. And Charlie's been doing great because it's his first year.
Yeah.
So it's been doing great.
One thing we noticed, too, you're blocking on the perimeter. Is that something you work hard on each week, or is that just a natural ability?
I mean, I do work hard at it, but, I mean, I think I got it kind of, it's from God, yeah. But, yeah, I work hard at it, and, like, beginning of my career, I didn't really get the ball that much, so
Yeah.
I had to do something to get on the field.
So now big Friday night game at Scottsboro on the road, first round of the playoffs. Thoughts on their defense, Scottsboro's defense?
Yes, sir. We started watching film on them, and, I mean, they have a lot of talent on that side of the ball, so, I mean, we just have to focus on us and do what we do every week.
I heard that. Some couple of questions for you. Your favorite professional athlete?
Football-wise, probably Odell.
Odell Beckham?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a good one. Favorite professional team?
I'm going to go along with Gavin and say San Fran.
Okay. Favorite subject in high school?
Right now, probably anatomy.
Oh, okay.
Big
That's a good
science
one.
guy.
You have a favorite TV show?
No, not TV.
None of
but
y'all
I'll give you
watch
a movie. I'll give you a movie.
Okay, what's the movie?
Favorite movie of all time, Titanic for sure.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Favorite food?
I'll say some boneless wings, honey barbecue.
There you go.
Yes,
I
sir.
like those as well. One question, I'm going to go back to Gavin too, but I want to ask you, Aiden, first. Senior year, any colleges reaching out? Are you hearing from anybody?
Right now it's kind of slow, but I mean, right now I'm just focused on playing for Moody right now, and then going to school, getting my work done.
I know I see your on Huddle, you have some of your videos out there.
Yes, sir.
And on 411 Network, we're promoting you as well, so hopefully you'll get some contact here soon.
Yes, sir.
Gavin, for you, I know you're leading. You and Zane are up there in the top 10 or at least top 15 in tackles in the state of Alabama. Any colleges reaching out to you?
Yes, sir. A few. But right now, just focusing on playing for Moody and then focusing on schoolwork.
So when the season's over, that's when y'all will take to
Yep.
really focus on your
Yes, sir.
next level of football.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's awesome. Well, guys, big game Friday night. Hopefully we're going to have a big crowd from Moody show up. Y'all have a good week of practice. And unfortunately, I guess I got to send y'all back to class. So y'all have a great week. Safe travels. And we'll see y'all Friday night at Scottsboro. You've been watching the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son, a proud supporter of Moody Blue Devil football.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer? Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
Welcome back to the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son. Coach, first round state playoffs. We're on the road. Let's talk about Scottsboro a little bit.
Yeah, really good football team. Really good football team. They're well coached. They were in a three-way tie like us, so they easily could have been the region, sole region champs up there. They finished with a tiebreaker, ended up being the 2 seed. So we're on the road. Got to go up there last Friday and check them out, see the stadium, see Aiden there in town, see everything, and it's a really cool environment. Stadium is really, really nice. It's the home side is huge. It's a little older, not in a bad way, but you could just tell that the away side is newer. For our fans, it's great, and it's a really, really good setup. It feels like how high school football, stadium should be, and man, it's going to be a challenge in all three phases, but we're excited.
So what are you going to do? Well, first on Scottsboro, they run the triple option. On defense, what do they run on defense?
They're 4 down. They play, too high, or they'll bring pressure and play man. So what you see a decent amount, you're either odd or 4 down. And so they're a 4 down team. So 4 D linemen, 2 linebackers. Technically 3 linebackers for them and 4 guys in the secondary. So just kind of trying to pick and choose what we like versus, what shell we get in terms of the coverage, and then kind of work from there.
So last year first time we went on the road, it was kind of different. What are you doing different this time on the road than last year?
Yep, so it's the exact same week on the calendar as when we went to Arab, so we're off Friday. I learned a lot about our team last year, and unfortunately in the wrong way with how we handled that day. I tried to keep the schedule as normal as possible without school, brought them in early, and I sent them home, got them back. No one missed or anything, but I just feel like we weren't locked in. When we get to Albertville, we go to Albertville High School. It was kind of like on the way to Arab-ish. I didn't want to bust 2 hours, get off a 2-hour bus ride, and then roll. So I want to try to get somewhere like Albertville where I can get there around 1 and then treat from 1 to 10 p.m. is the exact same as if we're going to Springville. The route from Albertville to Scottsboro is almost the exact time from Moody to Springville. So trying to just keep a normal away game routine. So we'll get to Albertville. We'll hang out in the indoor. Their coach and administration's been super awesome to us. They helped us last year, helping us again this year, and we'll kind of spread out in there, and then we'll, do a walkthrough, eat in their cafeteria, which is their whole facilities are beautiful. If you haven't been, they've got it going on up there. And we will leave just like we would a normal away game and get there around 4:15. And that was something like last year we went to Arab. We showed up right before we walked the field. And I always give my kids 20, 30 minutes to get their stuff down, relax, figure out where they are, and then do that. But last year, everything was so rushed. And part of that was, circumstances we couldn't control. We had a pregame meal, and it was late getting there, calling them, saying, hey, where's the food? We'll have food. And they got there, but we were a little late, and everything felt rushed and just everything about it. So I've challenged my seniors and my leaders that we're going to handle this day the right way. We don't want to play on Thursday. We want to play on Friday, and we're going to redeem ourselves from this day. And, again, it wasn't anything specific. It was just I felt the overall team did not handle that day well. And this year, they'll come in for prayer breaks. We're going to keep them here. We're going to set up some Xboxes and have a movie going up at the school in the library and some classrooms, and we're going to spread out and have plenty of downtime right there. And then we're going to get on the bus a little earlier this year, and we're going to get there earlier. That way when we get there, they're not rushed to go to pregame, to go here, to go here. We're just going to have everything slowed down so they've got plenty of time. So I feel a lot better about the plan, obviously not knowing last year, but after experiencing it now, having the exact same road test, I'm very excited.
So what's the relationship with Albertville? Do you know the coach, or does Dr. Walters know the administration there? What's the connection?
Yes, so I know the former principal, and he was the head coach, and he was a principal for 14, 15 years there, and still lives in the community. He's very active. And I knew last year's coach, he left. Well, this year we were looking for JV games, and their coach had reached out to me through our mutual friend and so we established that connection. So I called him. I was like, hey, this is, Jay Ganus at Moody, and I told him kind of what the situation was, what I was planning on doing. He, just like the coach last year, they're just good people. He said, oh, man, come on. We'll do whatever we got to do. They're out of school. Nothing's going on. So, man, just really gracious host up there. So really appreciative to them.
That's great. Well, we're looking forward to a big game Friday night. It is at Scottsboro High School. The stadium is off campus, so the address to put in your GPA is 101 Legion Street in Scottsboro. It's Pat Trammell Stadium. It's about a 2-hour drive from Moody. So we're looking forward for the Blue Devil Nation, 411 Nation, to step up and be there and be loud for our Blue Devils. Coach, before we leave, Amon in his Under Armour jersey, kind of touch on that a little bit before we.
Yeah, so they send you a jersey for your presentation. They used to, I think probably before COVID, they would send an Under Armour representative out where they would hand them the jersey and all that. Now they just kind of let the school do it. So we didn't make too big a deal of it. He didn't want that, but we just, invited the team and any students that wanted to come last Friday into the gym. And, I had a script that I read off and just, basically that was his introduction as an Under Armour All-American, which, is a huge honor. The first one at Moody. And definitely not the last, but very excited about, again, just another standard being set around here that we're just trying to take this program to places it's never been. So it goes back to my saying we got to do things we've never done to get to places we've never been. So really excited for him. He'll be January 3rd or 4th, I think the 3rd, but we'll post it on Facebook and all that. So it'll be in Orlando, and it'll be on ESPN, so you'll be able to watch him and do all that.
Is he cleared now? Can he play in the North-South All-Star game and the Under Armour game?
So we're hoping to get him cleared here in the next week or two to play for Moody is the plan.
Oh, good
so
deal.
We will he should be back. We're looking about a week or so out from getting him back.
Awesome. One more thing about the game Friday night. We're waiting on to hear word about the broadcast on the 411 network. So stay tuned on social media. We'll announce that about the broadcast, audio and video. Coach, again, thank you. Looking forward to Friday night. Safe travels up to Scottsboro. You've been watching the Coach Jake Ganus Show, sponsored today by WC Ride & Son.